Yo, all right, so we got special guests in the building. Who do we have in here? Go ahead and introduce
This
Mayra.
is my favorite band in Arizona and probably like in the whole world. It's Black Bottom Lighters. Yeah. You guys are so cool. I'm so happy you're here. Yay!
All right.
I like my G.
Yeah?
You guys like that?
Like J-Lo type thing.
Oh, cool. Hey.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right, so Black Bottom Lighters, originally from, you guys are all from Phoenix, right?
Not originally, most of the guys are.
You are?
Yeah, I mean,
like half the band.
Yeah, I grew up here, but we all met here and originated out of like Glendale area. That's kind of our stomping ground. So yeah.
Okay.
And then you guys got stuck in Arizona for a bit.
Yeah, for a little bit, but we're working on that.
And that's actually one of the songs that they have. A long time ago, you guys made that one.
Yeah, that's one of the anthem.
For being in Arizona, at least an Arizona-based band,
Yeah.
we give Arizona love. We like being from here. We love the fan base. We love our homies here. So, it's the least we could do. We're just stoked it caught on, and all the fans love it and can sing along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you guys have a great fan base. I remember going to your shows like way back when you first kind of started,
right.
And all your fans get into it. And everybody sings every single word to it, and like everybody has so much fun. And I think that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
That I always had fun at all your shows.
Yeah.
When did okay? So how did you find out about these guys?
Well, I had just friends that were in bands, and I think that's how we started becoming friends.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you just showed up, and I'm
Yeah.
like, this girl's cool. So yeah.
And I,
Not going anywhere.
Showed up.
sound
This
very
girl's
good.
cool. Yeah,
I
always
just-
showed up back. It was like 5 years ago or something like
I think
that.
I've always been
I barely
into like
remember
supporting
yesterday.
good music.
Yeah,
and
you're
so
always in the right place.
I
Nothing wrong
was
with
like,
that.
I just lived, so
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes to have fun.
I do.
Everything's fun with
Yeah,
Mayra.
it doesn't take people long to find us. They like to have fun. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long you guys been a band? Did I miss that? But how long you guys been together as a band?
As we are now, I'd say like 5 years, maybe a little less. But the name's been around for like 7 years. We started off as an acoustic band and just playing, dive bars and all that, trying to get the name out there, playing for bar tabs and stuff like that. You know how it goes. And but now like as an official full band, I'd say five years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you guys call yourself, obviously you do reggae rock, but you said something about, I read desert reggae rock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously you're in Arizona.
Right.
So your sound is very influenced of reggae.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely influenced by, but it's not like your typical, roots reggae music. And
Right.
we didn't want it to be that way. So that's almost why we put that desert reggae on there
Yeah.
too, because, we're very heavily influenced as well by like rock and roll and hip hop.
It's kind of like
and funk.
Sublime,
Yeah.
those type.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I
Coast
mean?
band.
Yeah, exactly. Little bit more upbeat. Some of our stuff too can get a little bit more, rocky, and it doesn't kind of lull you like a lot of the reggae stuff does. So it's fun to have that aspect to the show as well, and our music, to where there's really high ups, and then there's super low downs with our music as well, depending on your mood.
Right.
You know what I mean? What part of the album you're in. So
Yeah, and I think people are always trying to define like what's the sound of Arizona, and people are only looking to hip hop, thinking that that's what's going to define the sound of Arizona. But this is like a new sound, and it's different than anything that I've ever heard. So
Right.
how do they know that this could be the sound
thank
of
you.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't get us wrong, we like the chill vibes too.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
chill vibes and smoking herb atmosphere.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so a lot of
that's
comes
what-
with that music,
Right,
you know?
that's what we gravitated to
yeah,
at first.
we're,
Well, you
we're,
know-
we're heavy smokers, man. For
Well, I
sure,
mean,
guys.
but you gotta think about it, man. Like when most people are smoking, or you know what I mean, that environment, that's the kind of music they like to listen to,
right.
because it puts you in the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're relaxed. You know what
Yeah.
I mean. You're in tune. You're just ready for whatever. You're more open minded. You know what I mean. So
Yeah, but then whenever you're drinking alcohol with that, then
Yeah,
that's
it
where
gets
the
so
rock.
crazy.
That's where the rock comes into play.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So what do you got? What do you prefer? Like what's your background?
My background isn't anything really. Like, this is the first band or first group that I ever tried to work anything out with, and it just so happened to work, But so my background, I come from listening to like, R&B to rap to rock, and I used to have like a metal phase, like everything for me.
Yeah.
But these guys, they specialize in a lot of different things. McFatter, you're influenced by what, like
Yeah, I mean, I've played a lot of different. I mean, mostly rock background, but I'm mainly self-taught. But when I moved to Arizona, I started playing with a lot of DJs and ended up playing some hip hop shows. A chick named Minnie Music. She was out here for a while.
I like her.
Worked with Futuristic, so
Yeah,
I played a
shout to
couple
Minnie.
shows with her. Yeah, shouts to Minnie for sure.
Yeah.
She's
we did
killing
a
it.
She's super
single
dope.
together,
So
too.
she's got
That's
some
awesome.
super cool tracks.
You got a record with her, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's on
Stilly's got a
SoundCloud.
record with her, and then I've played quite a few shows with her as well. So I love the hip hop. I play with a lot of DJs, do a lot of electronic stuff.
Yeah.
The big beats, big room house stuff. So, kind of a little bit of everywhere. But yeah, we're all different. So it's kind of what makes us so different.
Right. Kellen comes from like a classical background.
It's our keyboardist over here.
He plays the keys.
So he keeps us all in line.
Yeah. And then, we got a guitar player that used to play for a Red Hot Chili Peppers cover band. So
Oh, I love
we're
Red Hot.
literally
He's real
all
funky,
around the board,
you know.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool, man. You don't really see too many artists anymore, like, getting into bands. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Right.
I know a lot of guys, musicians and stuff and producers, and, when you talk about it, it's almost like it's a lost,
Right.
form of music and everything,
It's all
like,
about-
And as
it's
a
all about the
musician,
electronic.
it's hard to say, but I mean, as there's so many people out there now that are so talented. There's so many avenues you can take to where you don't have to just sing or play the guitar. You know what I mean? You can
Yeah.
loop all that. You know what I mean? And do it yourself, or a 2-person band. 21 Pilots. I mean, that's been broke a mold that's been there for a long time with
Yeah.
bands. And then obviously with hip hop. You know what I mean? I love seeing hip hop artists play with full bands.
yeah, it's
You know
really
what I
cool.
mean? But
Kendrick
it is lost.
Lamar
Yeah,
is
Kendrick.
awesome
Yeah,
when he does
Kid
that.
Cudi, I saw him just a few months back at McDowell Mountain. He had a full band, so I was
Yeah.
really into that type of stuff.
That's probably why I think you guys are like one of my favorite bands, if not my favorite, because there's such energy that gets put out with each instrument that you play. Like every instrument has its own energy
Right.
and its own type of soul that you put out, and then you put it all together, and that's what makes you so awesome. And then like your lyrics are really creative, so I like that too.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
That means a lot.
Yeah.
No, it's just something good to watch, live. It's like you were saying with the hip hop thing, like I enjoy watching a live band with the hip hop artists as well, because it's just something to take your eye away from that one person that's been doing, walking around the stage the entire set, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, there's so many people try to, tell you how to play shows or how you need to play music or this type of music or this is how you need to do hip hop. But, the main reason why all of us are in this band is to do whatever the hell we want.
yeah.
I like
And
that.
I think it shows through on stage too in our live performances, because when you see people doing what they want to do, you just want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And so it's that freedom there that like falls, and then it's that energy that goes back and forth. So I think that's why it's
Yeah.
really easy to kind of let go, in our live shows and kind of participate in what we're doing rather than just.
You should type our bio.
For real.
Right,
Yeah,
that was
that's
pretty
cool.
good. Hey,
That sounds really cool.
so like with today, you mentioned 21 Pilots, and I'm familiar with them because I DJ and I play a lot of
Right.
club stuff.
Right.
And they're a group. I've seen them perform, and they're a
Okay.
band. You know what I'm saying? But then they also have records that are being remixed and played on radio that don't necessarily sound like a band because they go into the studio and they make everything
Yeah.
with the digital instruments and whatnot. But is that kind of like something that I know it's not a new thing, but it seems like more and more now you're getting more of that. With a lot of the newer
and,
top 40 music.
when we released our first record, self-titled Black Bottom Lighters record, there's a song on that album called Nuclear, and we actually did a contest for local producers to remix that track
remix it,
because
yeah.
it was like just now kind of pop up then, and people were just getting big off remixes. I mean, they didn't even have to, DJs didn't even have to write their own, it was their own remix, but the basis was someone else's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that aspect of it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I absolutely do, and it's
Right.
huge right now.
And we got a lot of friends that are in that industry, so we wanted something that we could give to them that that they could play at the clubs or whatever. So
And we got some pretty good ones, but we haven't done that in a while.
yeah, it's been up in the air on some of the production of some songs to kind of
But
like
I think it's like one of the best ways to get exposure out there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
Especially if you've already recorded it, you've released released it. Somebody else wants to, take the reins. Obviously, if you respect what they do and you're down to give them your material, I think that's great.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a new formula of how to market yourselves now. And so if you can get on top of that and do it right, then that makes you more popular.
It's such a different market, you know what I mean? Like you take Adele and then like some of those tracks that she was remixed by, those are two completely different demographics of people that both love that song, and like both groups probably would have never heard it if that wasn't the case. So,
and even
I
just
love it, man.
even just
people
like
together sharing.
And even just digitizing, doing one simple thing like digitizing the drum track in one song can build that feeling for you
and build that fan base, because someone might be into that music more. So now it's like, oh, this is cool, and now they'll listen to you.
But then you have those fans that like the live sounds, the live drums, and then you got the sound like for the DJs and the club stuff. So that's cool, man. That's really cool. Now coming up with songs, I know that it's kind of a collective effort. Is that true?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who's like the king right now? Who's like we gotta go to songs? One of you guys for the hit record.
Kellen?
I don't know. It's like Stilly pretty much writes most of the lyrics. Yeah. So he's like writing all the time.
Stilly has the coolest brain.
Yeah. And
he does, man. He's a creative dude, man.
And so it'll be like either our bassist or our rhythm guitarist or our lead guitarist, or sometimes me, or even like he'll have some ditty in his head, or even you, and we'll start like coming up with something in the room.
Right.
And then everyone just starts building on it. But usually someone has an idea at some point.
Yeah.
And we start building on it. He starts bringing in a beat, and then you start throwing some lyrics on there that you feel like match, and it just starts coming together, and then people start adding little things here and there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we really like dissect it after the bass
really
is
form it, and
it's almost like, you know what I mean? Like obviously Lil Wayne's one of the biggest hip hop artists ever. If you've ever watched him record, his recording process is just like he doesn't write anything down. It's like when it's on his head, he says it, and then if he has to go back through, piece things together.
Because you want to get it down, because you might forget.
Yeah, and it's
or
organic.
even say it the way you want to say it.
Exactly. Right. So it's very unconventional the way we do it, but it works.
And I mean, there's times where I'll just sit down with our guitarist too and just say, I got this. So it'll start with an acoustic guitar and a vocal, or a drum track and a bass line that they wrote in the practice studio, and oh, look at this, so it's organic, like it can start from anywhere.
So cool.
That's like I enjoy being in studio sessions where the producers are building around the artists and everything like that. So I mean, that's an everyday thing with a band, obviously.
Yeah.
But it just seems like you don't really hear too much of that anymore. You know what I mean? Because everybody's on their own, and
well, and there's so many different aspects in the music biz now. I mean,
Well, it's hard too, because that's another thing I want to bring up too, is getting paid. Because I was talking to somebody Saturday. I said, hey, are you still gigging? He said, man, we had to shut the band down because these places aren't paying no more. When they could pay a DJ $50, then they try to pay a band the same. It's like, come on, man. Like,
we're pretty blessed in that aspect, because we started a while ago, like 7 years ago, playing acoustic in the dive bars, and kind of grew from there. So now we have relationships with the main venues at this point, to where they know that we need to get paid, and we've done it long enough to filter out the things that we don't need to do anymore. We need to make money. This is our life. I've dedicated my whole life to this. I have a baby.
And that's how it should be.
I got things I need to take care of. We all do, and that's what we're after. We're business owners.
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like the tough part about it is keeping your fan base interested if you're playing in the same
place
all the time.
Yeah, you can't be performing every Saturday either, though. In the same town.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yep.
It's interesting, man. Even just with album sales and things of that nature, to divvy up, you're not just paying, producers or a couple people. You gotta pay. You guys got 6 members in the band, right? So
and a manager.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it can kind of get a little bit frustrating.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
It's definitely
when it
grind.
comes to that stuff too.
And everybody has different ideas personally in the band too, you know what I mean? When it comes to money, it's not just everything else. So yeah, man. But the bottom line for us is, just like, you could hire, a DJ for $50, or you could hire us for $500, but just know that you have 6 people who are all busting their ass to bring people to the show, pack your venue out, not just one. That's like one aspect we really work with, is because we're all about this life. You know what I mean? Like, we play music, so
put on a show.
Yeah, exactly, man. So
at the end of the day, that's how I see it. Like, people are never gonna people are never gonna stop wanting live music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you know, you could be a DJ and you know what I'm saying, but sometimes they just want that live
It's an experience.
interaction.
Yeah.
So when is that next experience? When's your next show?
We are headlining Cactus Jack's, not the car salesman place, but
Is that
Yeah, May
downtown?
28th.
Oh, that's in Glendale, right?
That's in Awatuki.
yeah, which is
So-
different for us. We've never played in that area, but you know, they called us and said that they've been watching
cool.
us. You know,
Nice.
so yeah, and it's cool to play a different venue. But you know, back to what we were talking about, you got to choose your battles. You know, pick your battles. Like the live music is good for a bar on certain nights in different places.
Yeah.
Where we could play that and make money to ourselves, and then the big shows goes to the band. You know, you got to feed the company too. So you just got to choose your battles.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. All right, so project wise, you got some stuff online and whatnot, but do you have an album available, or are you working on something?
Yeah,
We got 2 available now. You know, if you're like an iTunes person, I mean, you can get it off Google Play. You know, CD Baby, Spotify,
Pandora.
So we have two records. One with 7 songs. That's our first, self-titled EP. That's got Stuck in Arizona on it. And then the
It's
other
such a
track,
good album.
Nuclear.
I love
Yeah.
it.
and you
then,
can hear our age in it too. It's weird.
I
Younger.
think I have like the copy of the CD where you put them like where you wrote on the marker with it, like the raw copy of that.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
still
That's the
have it.
mixtape.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
like
we
I'm
call it,
keeping
yeah.
this forever.
The demo.
Yeah.
We got 2 online that you can buy or stream for free, and then
Second one is called Tour 2000.
Yeah, second one's 2
Yeah, that's the full length album, and that's really what we stand by. You know, that's our product at this time, is the closest thing that we can use to represent ourselves and the sound that we've been talking about this whole time. That's the sound that we've been talking
Desert
about.
reggae rock.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Now the song you guys sent me was it's called Peace, Love, and
Smoke Rings.
Smoke Rings.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that just got released this last 420. So
And that
that's on
features
iTunes. This
Lazy
is on
Bone
iTunes.
from Bone Thugs and Harmony, correct?
Absolutely. Yep.
Wow.
Correct. So he does a double verse in that. And we were
That's
super
dope.
excited.
How'd you link up with him?
I mean, the basis of the story is futuristic. Obviously, Shout's futuristic, doing huge things. Saw his track that he did with Lazy Bone, and I guess it was called "I Guess I'll Smoke."
I guess I'll smoke.
Yeah, and it blew up. You know what I mean? And so
Huge
it was-
record. Awesome record,
And
bro.
we've always
Dizzy Wright.
been, Dizzy's sick on that track as well. But we've always been a huge hip hop fan. I mean, still as well. Just the way that he sings. A lot of times his lyrics are more choppy, not melodic. So it's like, and we've got big beats behind it. You
Yeah.
know, I'm a big hip hop guy, especially with reggae. It's just like same tempos, everything. So for a long time, we talked about people who we could, collaborate with. And then, Lazy Bone came up, and we're just like, dude, that would be awesome. Hit him up, and it was honestly way easier of a process than we thought. After he listened to our music and was like, hey, I've never really done this before. Like, I'd be willing to branch out. Let's do this. And we're super happy with the finished product. So it was cool.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Congratulations.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, it's
Yeah, that's
legends,
crazy.
dude. Like we grew up on it.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
we got a
insane.
weed smoking background, so it meshes perfectly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I like that vibe. And I'm not a stoner, but I like to, you know what I mean? Like I like that kind of chill.
It gives you
kick
that
ass
same
music.
feeling that a stoner gets right when you hit the blunt. Like as soon as their music comes on, it just gives you that good feeling. And you're like,
Right.
yeah,
Puts a smile on your face.
yeah.
But not all of it is that too. That's the great part, is that it's kind of it takes you to different places. The whole album is a story, almost. So
Yeah, very cool. And that's off the album, right?
Well, we just released that as a single, so that's going to be off our upcoming EP, which we are in the process of mixing and mastering right now, which should be out later this year. It's got 5 songs on it.
but yeah, like hopefully by the end of summer.
Okay.
This summer, and that'll be entitled Pipe Dream.
Yeah.
So, and Pipe Dream is the title track off that EP is out to listen to as well on iTunes. Then we have a music video for that on YouTube.
Yeah, go check it out. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
Black
Yeah,
Bottom
well-
Lighters on YouTube. It's one of the first videos to pop up. So those 2 songs are out, and then there'll be 3 to follow on that
Okay,
Pipe
dope.
Dream EP. So
Dope.
pretty excited about that.
All right. That's what's up. You have a Lazy Bone on that record right there. Are there going to be any other features on the project?
It's definitely got the gears turning, but not on this upcoming record. He's the only feature we did. So
Yeah, I mean, we got like appearances with Deirdre,
a female vocalist. here
yeah,
in town
female
that does a lot
vocalist,
of-
but it's more of like just like a harmony, just like a one-liner type thing to kind of give it some dynamic. So, yeah, nothing like significant for this upcoming one, but yeah, for sure, I'd love to work with Ellie Goulding or something.
I read that. I read that you guys got best local band in the Reader's Choice of Phoenix Times.
That was this
Phoenix News
2015. Yeah.
Wow, congratulations
Yeah,
on
thank
that.
you. That was a huge.
How did that? What was that like?
It was a surprise, honestly.
Yeah, we didn't even know that we were like.
You didn't know you're nominated?
Well, no, we knew. We definitely knew we were nominated.
Yeah.
But it almost wasn't until the last second we knew
Right.
that we were really
Right.
in the running. And what's cool about it is they obviously do like the New Times Awards where like they release their best band, and then they have the People's Choice, which is what we got. And honestly, we'd rather get that.
But like that's more like the real.
Oh yeah,
award.
That's the
It's
real
like
award.
That's the real
People's
opinion.
Choice.
Yeah,
Right.
so.
Because there's always like politics and stuff.
Yeah, like
with
the panel.
But I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, man, that honestly came from a lot of hard work, and it was really actually a good payoff for everyone in the band
Yeah.
because we know that, like most bands do. If it wasn't for
Right.
everyone that we play to, we wouldn't be in the situation.
Yeah,
we are
and with the
in.
whole money thing, obviously that's great, but like the rewards come in different
absolutely.
forms too.
Yeah.
Like something like that makes you work harder as well, or it's not.
Shit, recognition and exposure
Yeah.
is everything.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not about it's not all about making money on every show. It's
Right.
like how can we
make people happy too,
Right.
keep coming back.
Yeah.
'Cause,
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations on that, man. A lot of people do music and for years and years, and it's hard for them to develop fans or even to say, "Hey, good job," or "I like your
Yeah.
music." Much less win an award like that. And that's a serious publication right there. They pay
Yeah.
attention to everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
a big one for us.
we like to party, so it started off as just people that like to party together.
Yeah.
And now it's like we got fans. It's weird.
Do you consider the music because I know like ska is very it's different than reggae. You know what I'm saying? So obviously that the music is gonna have a lot of influence with that, right?
Oh
Right.
yeah, absolutely. A lot of our faster stuff is a little more ska. I mean, if it had horns on top of it, it would
Yeah.
be ska.
You
Yeah,
guys
for
have any horns at all?
We've done horn features. There's a couple horn players here in town that we played with. There's a saxophonist and then a trumpet player. And they both kill it, but they're both super busy. So we get them out when we can, and it's always like a big surprise, for
On our first tour, we met this dude on mushrooms in Portland, and he's like, "I play saxophone."
Oh, shit.
I'm like,
nuts, dude.
and we were playing this festival. We're like, dude, if you bring your saxophone to Eugene, which is like a couple hours from Portland, we're like, this guy's never gonna make it. Shows up, right? I hope he's not watching, but anyway, shows up with the saxophone and is just like blowing this thing in people's ears, man. It was hilarious.
Did it sound good?
No. I don't think so. But
He's a
it's,
little too messed up.
well, it's funny because he was too messed up. It was funny though because like a year later we were in San Diego and now he's living in San Diego. Well, he showed up with a saxophone and he's
my
like
gosh.
sober now. He's like not on drugs and
He might have been better on drugs.
Right.
No,
well,
dude,
no.
check
It's
it.
cool because our guitarist broke a string, so we were like, oh, what do we do?
shit.
Type thing. And here he comes, dude, like straight out of the crowd, up onto the
Just
up
like
on
a
the stage,
movie, dude. He
and
just, like, walks
saves
out.
our asses, dude. It was
What?
hilarious.
Plays it amazing.
Yeah.
Funny. And it sounded really good that
Killed
time?
it. Killed it. Killed it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
He's
it was-
like an unofficial member.
right. Well, it was redemption for him.
He's the seventh man.
He's the seventh.
That's so cool. I hope he pops up at like other shows randomly. And
Right.
it's like,
Yeah, he hits me up all the
he's
time.
the fun guy. Well,
Yeah.
because he was on mushrooms.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's
yeah.
the fun guy.
Yeah. That was,
I got
fun
that.
guy.
I got that.
Nice,
See, you don't
nice.
think I pay
No, I
attention.
know.
Okay, I got that.
I like it.
Because I'm a fun guy. Oh man, that threw me off. Yo, I would really like to go to one of your next performances.
Nice.
Cool, yeah. I mean,
down for
you
that.
guys are more than welcome. We'll hook it up as much as we possibly can.
I mean, hey, I want to be in the building. I want to see you guys
Yeah.
live.
for sure, man.
Yeah, definitely digging the music.
Yeah, Cactus Jacks, or we're also playing We got a show coming up with Authority Zero in July 2nd, which is more of a rock. It's more of a rock show.
Where's that one at?
That's a marquee.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think I've been.
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah, and that's somebody that we've looked up to for a long time. You know, the first time I met that dude and we were in the band, I was like starstruck as hell. And now he's like, you know, I can call him a friend, and it's really cool to be on the same bill with them. So.
Yeah, if you want to see a full force show, like a great venue, you know what I mean, the band like at full, that marquee show would be a good one.
July 2nd.
Yeah, we have to check that out. Put that on the calendar. We might have to
going
make
to
an
that.
appearance. Hey, okay, so you guys all smoke, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Who's the biggest pothead of the group?
I mean, Kellen's got like his
Well,
own
look at
little
his
specialty kit and stuff like
Oh,
that he
yeah,
brings
so-
to practice. He's
So
like,
he do the dabs and all that? Like,
No.
he's
I-
crazy like that?
I like flour.
Like jabs.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean, but this
Yeah.
dude gets down too. Me, I take it easy these days.
Heavy smokers, but
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably self-proclaim that title if I wanted to.
Okay, well then I'm gonna give it
Do
to
you
you.
want
Go
to?
ahead. You get the Central Lab Award for the Smoker Award. All right. Yo, how can people follow you guys?
You can find us on iTunes, Pandora, Facebook, MySpace, Google, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, Reverb Nation, Tinder, Twitter, Grindr. Even though that's a gay thing, but hey, we're about it.
Fans are fans.
We're on Match.com.
Fans are fans.
FarmersOnly.com. We're everywhere, man.
But
Like
yeah,
I said.
we're all the main platforms, man. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. If you type in Black Bottom Lighters, we'll be one of the first things about
Okay.
it for sure.
Google
so
us.
Please, yeah, give us a follow.
That's my Shaq
and a
voice.
listen, you know. That'd be
All right, definitely digging
you
that.
won't regret it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys coming through, man. Definitely got to come back when the album drops, and we'll get into more of the album, more music. But I'm looking forward to hearing more. Definitely.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank
Blaze.
you.
Appreciate it, man. We had a great time.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so I guess we'll play some music.
Yeah, let's play some more.
And we got E. Scott in the building. So once again, Black Bottom Lighters in the building tonight, y'all. Central Live Show, we're going till 10 o'clock. We also have Bizarre from D12. He's supposed to be calling in tonight.
Oh, cool.
So we can talk to him about the show on Saturday with Bag of Tricks Cat. So keep it live. Much, much more. Wednesday night, Central Live Show. John Blaze, Myra, Energy.
Ooh,
My G.
my G. Hey.